Das haben wir nicht auf dem Mikro? Nee, gell? Du hörst kein unten, Uwe? Gut. Hello, YouTube people. That's one YouTube person. That's another YouTube person. There's two YouTube personages. Or in French?
Le personages.
Le personage. Richard, that came out with not a lot of enthusiasm.
Le personnage.
Le personnage, très bien, le Richard Morgan. Okay. I'm here with
Monsieur
Rich.
Morgan.
Monsieur. Oh.
To you.
Thank you. Now you got me all out of what? I'm here at H&K, and they yet again packed. Well, I have to look over there. How does this work with the cameras? When it's red, I have to look in it.
Yeah.
It's weird. They're my cameras, and I don't know how they work. So.
Your viewers know.
Now this one.
No.
Now Thomas on the switcher is trying to confuse me. I know this game because Leslie plays it with me. Leslie tries it all the time. When I point at the amp like this, she cuts to a camera with, and this is just pointing to nothing. She likes doing that. So you guys took the amp that I reviewed, and then the amp that I reviewed again, so that I can review it again.
Exactly.
So you just keep on putting it in different boxes and invite us back and go like, hey, we got something new. We have a 3D printer. We made a new chassis. Kind of like.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Well, as long as you invite us back and get us ice cream and barbecue, which they do. They know how to schmooze us YouTubers. I think we're good with that. Or look good, as they say in, where are you from?
Hungary.
Hungary. You outed yourself as someone who watches my videos. You poor, poor, poor man. So look at this. Look at the digs they made. It's Lunido. So we have the Black Spirit 200. That's still just, it should be the Black Spirit, just saying. But what's the model number now? The combo was the C.
Yeah.
At least in my thumbnail it was.
And in your head it was, yeah. But it was the.
Did you see my thumbnail with the big ass C and then the ombo?
I missed it.
What?
I'm a busy man.
You're in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I generally don't like to watch myself because I get starstruck.
I just spit on my mic. By the way, thank you, Shups. Blue mic, blue amp. How much better can it be? This is the Hughes & Kettner Black Spirit 200F.
FA. Floor amp.
FA, which is a deodorant in Germany. So, do we have to go through sounds? Really? I mean, really?
I'm going to go with, why not? I mean, your guys, they've heard them all before, but...
Oh, yes, they twice by now!
I can tell you now that the publicity for this amp is big. We're riding a wave of hype, and the guys want to hear your take on this amp.
The sounds are the same as in the head and the combo.
Technically, yes, but you're playing a different guitar today, so I think you should do something.
Please, try. I told him I'm not going to make this easy for him. Okay, good. So, we have the clean. Look, I mean, it is le sexy, I gotta say this. With the tiny, it's actually not swung. It has the illusion of being swung, but the actual bottom edge I see now is straight. It's straight edge.
Yeah.
And then the top edge is swinged. That is a very nice box design. Put the same stuff in it, but that's nice design. So it has the FMTP XLB foot switch. What's it called again?
FSM.
That's what I'm saying. The FSM
Yep.
foot switch built in, which can either be in stompbox mode, which means you can modulation and then the different and delay. You can get to that with your feetsies, with soft clickies here, right? Or in preset mode, where you have 4 presets and then bank up and down, which is probably those arrows.
Yep.
And then you have on the side a new thing that they call Direct 7, which is where you have 7 sounds directly accessible, not 4 in banks, but 7 directly. So go back to me, Thomas. Come on. Did I do good?
Yeah.
Was that the message you wanted to get out?
I think Thomas is upset.
Why? Did I yell at him?
Yeah.
No, it's okay. That's what that wasn't like. It wasn't That's what I do with Leslie. I just yell at her all the time. It's a thing between switcher and switchy. There's a love connection. Thomas, can you feel the love?
Yeah, I feel it.
Okay, good. Thomas feels the love. He's my switch bitch today. I'm getting a loving finger from Thomas, the switch bitch. So, okay, that's cool. It's got the floorboard built in, which I like.
Yeah.
No big ass MIDI cable and all this. Okay, what was in that pamphlet that had the $100 in it? I opened it, I took the $100 out, and then it said, mention the direct, mention that Richard is well endowed. I did that. Everything's upside down. That's confusing me because this is supposed to be here, and this is supposed to be here, and this is supposed to be here. That is usually here. This I've never seen. Does it come in a different color?
No.
So it's blue.
Yeah.
We can't change that. Like to a nice purple or something.
You can color it in.
Okay. Comes in
with
blue.
the Sharpie that you're always talking about. in your
Actually,
reviews.
yes. I can clearly see that you don't have a silver Sharpie for me to draw this in. You know, once you send one to me, I will actually make it unsellable by actually once and for all coloring that in.
Feel free to bedazzle it as you see fit.
I did, by the way, sell the bedazzled bag.
Really?
Someone actually, I told them the bag is bedazzled. We bedazzled a bag once. You don't know. So, what do you guys see over here? There is a control 1 and 2.
Yes.
Is that this controlling something or it being controlled?
And that's also found on the FSM foot switch. And that is for adding things like extra tap switches or expression pedals so you can do more stuff with MIDI. For example, if you want to do gain swells, volume swells.
Oh, okay,
etc.
you can do an
That
expression
kind of
pedal
thing.
as well.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay, nice. Now, hypothetically, I'm so gonna get out of here. Hypothetically, how cool would it be if right here I had a little kind of a shelf thing that I pulled out and it went click, and then I put my expression pedal right on here and it became part of the floor amp instead of me having to put it on the ground, hook it up, and then I unhook it up and put it in my bag. Wouldn't it be really cool if there was a little shelf that you kind of pull out, click, and all of a sudden this thing houses my expression pedal? Just saying.
An expression pedal shelf housing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would have been cool, right?
It would have been another thing, for sure. Would it have been good? I'm not sure.
Comment if that's something that you think would be good. So over here...
Or if it's something that you think would be bad.
Yeah, or comment if it's something bad. Just comment.
Please comment. Please do something.
Please do something. And don't comment about the guitar being out of tune, because you always do this. You know what? The guitar's going to be out of tune at some point, which is why I have a Peterson tuner right here with me. I was going to throw that over my shoulder, and it just, I can't, I don't even have the energy anymore to throw it higher than this. And we're going to do this again, of course. Peterson hit my ear. So, on the left side, technically we should have had more cameras on the left and the right and the back.
Yeah, maybe we can do that in post.
I do have more cameras with me, just saying. We could set them up. Over there is the guitar input and 2 loops,
Yes.
in and out. And I understand, based on the labeling on top of the thing, Thomas, stop playing with yourself, thank you. He's sitting over there half naked, fiddling his thing.
It's that loving finger that you talked about earlier.
We have pre-loops. And it's not prepubescent, that's actually preamp. You are, wow. You're just like, I'm not gonna fold, This is a Henning video. I've had nightmares about this. I'm not gonna fold.
I've so got my game face
Yeah,
on right now.
you are. I mean, I tip my non-existent hat to you.
Thank you.
Mr. Morgan. So these are in front of the amp for my gain pedals.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just saying, how cool would it have been, for example, if you had a little shelf over here that you could pull out and actually have the pedals to be part of the amp?
And I say to you, if you want shelves, go to IKEA.
Okay. Touché. Nice.
No, but point taken.
Now, actually, here's something that I think you could easily do as a aftermarket product. do a shelf all the way underneath with a lip here, and the same thing over there. And then you put the whole thing on it, and then you have two little things that can become part of it, and you just sell that with an extended gig bag. Do you have a bag for? Does it come with a bag? Do you have to buy this extra? God damn it!
I believe it will be an extra.
Aha! You make a really cool thing that people want, and then, now buy this. Are you Apple?
The Apple of the guitar amp world.
Weren't the Tube Masters? They came with the bag, right?
Yes.
And the Black Spirit doesn't.
No.
Where's the person that decided that? Can we kick him?
The person that decided that is not in the room. I
Okay.
will not reveal his identity for anything less than the $100 bill that you received in the pamphlet earlier.
Deal. Because I'm gonna kick someone. No, but it's only the amp's only $7.99, not this one, but the other one. And
Yeah.
maybe it was just a decision. Maybe not everyone wants the bag. The bags are nice though, and when you bedazzle them, wow. After all this, before we go into the loops, it of course has a post loop as well, which is on the back.
Indeed, it does.
We should finish talking about the features. On the back, there's also the XLR out for the red box, which now has 8 caps, blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing. Speaker out, which pumps 7,000 watts. Now, how many?
200.
Okay. With this cap, probably only 120.
Exactly.
Because it's a 16 ohm cap. If you use two of them, it's 8 ohm, and then you're utilizing the full 200 watts of the Black Spirit 200 FAR. See, I read.
FAR, is that what?
I read the pamphlet. I'm sorry, this is probably the most difficult video you're going to make in these 3 days, right?
I'm just thinking about the pamphlet I've got to write now. That's the thing.
Just take it all
There's
down.
no pamphlet, but yeah.
But how do I know all this then? You can also switch this to full range, meaning if I don't have a 112, I could. Well, if I go full range, is the red box then on the speaker out? Because otherwise it wouldn't make sense, right?
Yeah. The idea behind that being that you can go straight into an FR speaker or into an active wedge or something like that.
With the speaker out.
Yeah.
But then the emulation is on the speaker out.
Yeah.
So if you go to cab, normal cab, the emulation is on the XLR, but not on the speaker out,
Okay.
right?
I'm confused, but go with it, yeah?
The red box sound.
Yeah.
It's not on the normal speaker out because the speaker is making the sound,
Yeah.
right? If I go to full range, the emulation of the red box is also routed to the normal speaker out because
Yeah.
otherwise you would have a very horrible full range signal.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you sure, or are you just nodding?
I believe you're right.
Because anything else wouldn't make sense. Why would you go to a full range system without speaker simulation on the speaker out?
No, exactly. I believe you're right. Yeah.
Okay, good. But you're not sure.
But we got to fact check that one.
Good. Anything else wouldn't make sense. Why go to a full range?
Yeah,
speaker?
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Good. And then so yeah, guitar cap, and I have to be quiet because I'm very close to the microphone. And then the full range cap, and you can go 20 watt, 200 watt, 2 watt. We're on 200 watt, and there's 2 outputs.
Don't move the amp.
I'm not moving the amp. I'm not moving it. The red box is on. It's on line. I think it kind of should be on mic because it's going XLR, but what do I know? And then we have MIDI, and here we have the loop, and here's something called monitor in. Tell me about that.
That's if you wish to put them on.
You can talk louder. You're not close to the mic.
Oh yeah, I'm going to get up because the blood is rushing to my head and I'm getting too excited. Well, we also talked about that a little bit this morning, and that would be if you wished to take your amp and go straight to a monitor. It's also very useful for people who are using in-ears and stuff like that. Are you a ninja? Yes, but that's what we talked about earlier for people who want to use stuff like in-ear monitors, go straight to PAs, that kind of thing. You have an extra option that you didn't have with the head or with the combo.
I have a lot of questions about this. So, I tell my FO guy, FOH, the FO guy, right?
Yep.
Isn't that what he's called?
I just say FOH.
The FO guy.
TBH.
So the front of house guy, I tell him, give me...
Don't call him faux. The faux guy.
I just did.
That's the faux guy.
The faux guy. Hey, faux guy. You tell him, give me the full band mix without guitar on my monitor signal, and we're plugging that in with XLR. And now that's coming in here, I have the whole band minus myself.
Yeah.
And then I have a headphone out on here.
Yep.
Here.
Yep.
And that monitor signal is being pumped into the headphone out.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
At the volume that I'm setting with the little volume knob in the back.
Yeah. Which we can't see down there, but is there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So there's you can't see it, but go to the main cam, Thomas. Yeah. Over here, there's a XLR and a little volume. So then I can say how much the band is, and technically through my master, I'm saying how loud I am.
Yes. That's as far as I understand.
Yeah. Even though the master would also kind of determine how much is going to the faux.
Yeah.
So there isn't an extra level for me. If I want to level myself with the band, it'll be a little bit difficult because the headphone level is determined by the master.
Yeah. Which is also controlling
what's going to the front of house.
Yeah.
So technically, it would be killer if on the back or here there would be actually an extra headphone level so that I can really level the band and myself. But I could take this into a wireless in-ear system sitting right next to it on the shelf. That would make sense.
No.
And then I can actually determine my own levels between band and myself, which is cool. But you're saying if I switch this to full range cab, it's also going out of the speaker out. Is it always going out of the speaker out?
I believe so.
Okay.
That's what Manuel said this morning, right?
Yeah.
As well. Yeah.
Because that was the thing I was thinking about.
Yeah.
If I'm getting the monitor mix in, and then it's automatically going out of the speaker out, then it means it would be going to a non-full range speaker. So as long as I'm getting a monitor signal in, I wouldn't be able to just have guitar sound on stage.
Yeah.
So, okay, the thing I'd wish for would be a tiny little switch on the back saying whether or not the monitor goes only to the headphones or also to the speaker out. So you could just turn the monitor on the speaker off. Just block that.
Yeah.
Maybe for Mark II. I'm just looking for stuff to bitch about because the thing is, there's a big bitching session because I love the amp, I love the sounds. It's a great product. It's affordable. It's blue, has built-in effects and MIDI and the Leprechaun Gist technology. It's all there. So if you're saying this is all negative, this is not it. But why cover the good stuff again? I'm saying. That's really all I had to say. I want shelves and that thing. The monitor thing is a very cool idea and very unique. I would just like to see it in action and where actually what happens.
Yeah, I reckon we should test it.
And how
this
do you
week if we can.
And how do you do levels? When a level comes in, because if I have to take this down from my headphones, all of a sudden the faux guy says, "Dude, where's my level?" So I think it's a great idea. It might possibly be revised and fine-tuned in later editions, but it could be something that, especially for a product like this, maybe companies like Headrush and Helix and other people doing floor things might pick up on and say, hey, this is kind of cool. So now, that's a clean sound. That's reverb. If I push the effect, go over here, now delays next to, what the, everything's different.
It's just back to front.
Delay time. I'm doing level, I want to do time. Very confusing. Major 7 sharp 11 is just such a beautiful sound. It's the sound of space. Spice. It's the year something. It's the only word that I can say with a southern accent, by the way.
You said spice.
Spice. And having a meeting at noon in Southern American accent is made at noon. I have a mate at noon about spice. That's all I can say. I suck at accents, but I'm very good at saying a meeting at noon about space.
If you ever have one,
It's a mate at noon
be great.
about spice. Yeah. Spice. Girls. We know that's a good sound. Wait, presence, what? Master. This is confusing me. I'm just gonna always operate that upside down.
You can do that.
It's only confusing to someone who has the Black Spirit 200.
That's the thing, because it is back to front.
If you don't have, why would you buy this if you have a blah, 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 so you wouldn't. So then it's not going to be confusing. So my critique of it being confusing is completely pointless.
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just an idiot. No one there's got. Everyone's like, yeah, finally! After all this time, yes, Henning, you are. We just practiced 7 Led Zeppelin licks out there, and I literally don't remember a single one. I also don't want to play it because money. So, yeah, let's do some stuff that I want to know. So I'm gonna assume the effects loop is programmable, right? On and off.
Yep.
The pre-loops also.
Yes.
So you would turn the pedals on, have them always on.
Yeah.
Now where you would put them, how you would power them, I don't know. You don't have an answer for me, but let's assume I provide that.
You do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But then you can program it to be on or off.
Yes.
Now I came prepared, and my lovely Leslie built a board.
For you?
I gave her the pedals and said, do it. And she velcroed it, she gave it power, and she wired up the what is it called? Those wires.
Patch cables.
Patch cables? Yes.
And it looks good.
It looks neat. Good job. I think I hire her out to companies to do boards. Look, I had you run around looking for patch cables, and
There was one in there.
there was one in there.
Oh, a G2. Oh, a Dane. Oh.
He's like, so what we have here is a failure to, no. There's a tuner. Should I leave this board for you here after this video?
Please do.
Yeah. We have an Ego compressor from Wampler. We have a Bogner Mini Blue, which is just le phenomenal. We have a green thing from Rev called the G2, which is a very nice, crunchy pedal. We have the Dane, which is purple, and I got that from Thorpe, and I plugged it in once, and I don't know, but it's good. And we have the amazing Therme. And then the thing that nobody knows what it does, the Mood.
Uh-huh. Is that new?
Yeah.
Oh.
You will find out in a minute. And you go like, what? My video is 1 hour and 10 minutes long, and it covers about 9% of what that thing can do.
Uh-huh.
And then a little ditto. And from now on, you won't see this anymore, because it's going to be on the floor, and we're not prepared for filming that. So I'm going to go technically, if we have a patch cable, oh yeah. This should go in the loop, right? This is loop return or something?
Do you want to go into loop 1 or 2?
No, in the effects loop.
Ah.
because I'm doing the, effectsy pedals.
This is gonna look bad.
Oh, we gotta test this.
I'm sorry, I'm bashing your expensive mic.
What? I'm scratching up my... No. Sorry, Leslie. Here we go. And this is, of course, wrong now. So this is send. Now, we would need 2 more cables. And I'm putting all my drives into your loop 1. So this is then loop 1 out. Do you want the other side? Yeah. Straight side.
Okay.
And then we need one of your cables. Ow! So I have all my drives in the pre-loop 1.
Yeah.
And my effects in the effects loop, which I can turn on and off. So technically, even though they might be tone suckers, which they're not, I can just take them out, right?
Yeah.
And we're gonna make sure that I'm turning all your effects off. They're very nice to have, and there's a nice collection of them. But if you have your own, you might use your own. Because you know what? This is not as, I was gonna say fucked up, but I'm gonna not do this, messed up. Did I just? Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. As the mood. And some people like messed up fuckedness.
They do indeed.
So if I now jump on the Dane, I'm not gonna hear it because pre-loop 1 is off.
Shall I switch it on for you?
Switch it on. By the way, I don't like Danish Pete.
Really?
He gets his own pedal, the fucker.
Didn't you get a pedal once?
No.
You got a guitar.
Yeah, but I want a pedal. That's nice. This is a little bit bitey in its character. This gives it more gain, but rounds it off. Listen to the singiness. Listen, that's also me. It's not the amp. So if I turn, oh, this is all on. The effects loop on, we should have the Thomann.
So what is the Thomann? Like a delay?
It's a delay that does digital manipulation in specific increments of the time knob.
Okay, and pitch messing around.
Yeah, no, but that's what. Imagine you have an analog delay. Yeah. When you move the time knob.
Okay, yeah.
On.
So it's analog.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So when you move the time knob, what happens? You have pitch.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So imagine you move this exactly to the point where it would be an octave. That's what that does.
Okay.
It digitally manipulates the time on the analog delay to give you specific pitches. So. You want to play this.
Hours of fun.
This is oodles of fun.
How to deal with chords.
Let's focus on this as a pedal amp. It's a FA, but it's not a pedal board. But I have a pedal board with the FA.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bypass that, and I'm going to confuse you with the mood. So you do your thing.
Yeah.
Why did it jump up so much when I changed the channel?
I have no idea, but I suspect that when you changed channel,
The boost was on too?
the boost was on because it remembered the previous settings, and that's why.
But it's that much louder with the boost?
It shouldn't have been that much louder.
It
That
remembered
really
the previous
jumped.
settings, also volume?
It wouldn't remember master volume, but it would remember channel volume. But the thing about that is we're on preset mode, so it shouldn't have done that. Because we didn't change preset.
Let's try it
We just
again. So
selected the
we are,
chicken
I mean, I
selector.
had this on, so play.
Yeah.
So I get that louder.
But at the moment you're on the effects access mode, so you're on the modulation type instead of the volume.
Damn you! Double function knobs! you a minute. So now I did modulation type. Intensity down.
So turn that all the way off. Press that. Now try it.
Yeah, I want that to be about... want that to be about here.
Yeah.
So if I... But now I crank this up, so wait, careful. The crunch channel is quite a bit louder.
Yeah.
Okay? So when I'm looking at the indentation that I actually can't see, but if I could see it, then that doesn't necessarily give me an indication of how loud it's going to be because the channels are very different in volume.
Exactly.
Okay, so if I'm switching back and forth now.
Yep.
Isn't it interesting how when I'm on clean, the Dane seems to not distort it at all because that's clean.
Yeah.
I can tell you why.
Because we've not got the loops on anymore.
Because the loop is also memorialized by the channel with
by the preset, exactly, yeah.
Not by the preset, no. By... If I switch the channel switchy thing, it memorializes what the settings were.
Yeah.
Including the preloop. If I go here, preloop's on.
Yeah.
If I go here, preloop's off.
Yeah.
Now.
So there you go. That's the difference. And you can indeed pre-program that into and out of every single preset. Effects loop and the two pre-loops there.
So it's got effectively a 2-loop looper built in.
Yeah, looper in the sense of like loop switcher. That
Loop switcher, not
looper like
looper like the Ditto.
That's starting to confuse a lot of people these days.
Did you, by the way, get what the mood does?
Yeah, it makes a lot of funny noises.
Yeah, it's pretty much all I got.
It's just like, for me, it's like a post-rocks pedal. Like, do you watch that YouTube channel by a dude called Knobs? It just sounds like him to me.
Well,
is this by any chance a signature pedal or something?
Well, his signature pedal is coming out, which is the blooper. But the mood, of course, is his. I mean, he worked with Chase Bliss quite a bit, and it is what it actually does is the right side, this side, does granular looping. So when you play and I turn it on, it takes the last tiny bit snippet of what you did, chops it up into tons of little grains, and rearranges them. And you can say what directions they play in and how short the snippets are, and it creates ambient scapes with that, which you can then pump into the left side, which is delays and reverbs and stuff. It's a messed up pedal, but it's fun. And I thought messed up is just you guys, so that's why I brought it.
Exactly. We're a messed up company with messed up people.
I kind of put this stuff on the board because this is a FAR. And as a FAR, it would be great for people using pedals. Put that on the floor, put that on the floor. And essentially then you have two pedal boards. You have the actual pedal board and you have your pedal board with the amp, powered amp. Now, I could kind of do what we just did. I could take two of those pedals, put them in loop 1, two of those pedals, put them in loop 2, pre-loop, and then take the effects loop and put the effects pedals in there, and then actually save that per preset, whether that's on or off, which means all I would have to do is in between songs, kind of maybe turn 1 or 2 pedals on and off on my actual board. And I could also, if I have MIDI pedals, send program changes and program changes, right?
Yeah.
Nothing else. Continuous controllers?
Yep, you can do that with this.
Do they send continuous controller messages? How do I say what continuous controller I'm sending?
I believe you can. We're going to check the manual.
Possibly with the app. Because there's
no extra functionality in the app. I don't think. This has a brand new app. Yeah, because it has the new 7 switch mode. I don't think there's anything else in it.
So pretty much what they can take home from this video is that we don't know everything. They don't know. It's so new. Like, he's literally just seen this 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, this video has been a bit longer than 5 minutes, but pretty much.
Or is it? I wanted to make the shortest video ever.
What is your shortest video up to now? not this one. Huh?
Oh, my time's over a minute ago.
Yeah, but you had 4 bonus minutes from Harry.
Yeah.
Use them.
Harry always gives me bonus. I can't make it work. I'm trying here, okay? The basic message is pedals cool, floor amps cool, using Kettner cool, using Kettner people cool, getting the ice dream truck to go. Can you finish this? I'll be over here.
The ice cream truck was really cool. We're a pretty cool bunch of guys. Like, we're on a good level. We humor people like Henning because he comes around to our place a lot. I mean, we didn't technically invite him today, but he just thought he'd stop by. He brought a pedal board with weird sounds on it and stuff, and I just thought, okay, I'm going to run with it. I'm going to give this dude an hour of my time to say nasty things about me and my products to the world. And that's what we did. But I had a nice time playing the guitar, and I hope you enjoyed watching a little bit as well, and Animals at the end.